You're watching WCCO News, always streaming on CBS News Minnesota.
Minneapolis' finest are celebrating their new friend, a little boy from Baltimore, as he heads home.
Doctors at Masonic Children's Hospital have been treating Joey Bricado for a rare genetic disease. WCCO's Alan Henry was there as the fire trucks rolled in for a final visit.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Today was a big day for 7-year-old Joey Bricado.
Yeah, so today was the first day Joey was able to go outside in 35 days. He's been stuck in the room, right? And today's feeling better.
Since July 2021, Joey's been fighting a rare genetic disease called adrenoleukodystrophy, or ALD.
For Joey's condition, it affects the brain. And for reasons we don't understand, you start losing the covering of your nerves in your brain.
While there is no cure, the disease's progress can be completely stopped with a bone marrow transplant, which Joey just had.
These kids go on to develop normal lives. They can have a normal lifespan, normal IQ, be everything they were meant to be.
Now we're just in recovery mode and just take it day by day, and the future's looking bright for us.
For Joey, that future might include being a firefighter just like his dad. Throughout the treatment process, both Joey and Tony connected with a local station.
The guys at Station 7 just have been awesome. They've been very supportive. They stop by the hospital and they'll throw the ladder to the window and wave to Joey and brighten up the mood, especially on the days where it's really rough.
And as Joey prepares to leave the hospital, the firefighters stopped by one more time to say goodbye. And for Joey's family, a chance to once again say thank you.
Just the support we've been receiving, you can't miss home because this does feel like home now.
Alan Henry, WCCO News.
Doctors say fewer than 1 in 17,000 children are diagnosed with ALD, mostly boys. It is now part of newborn screening so that more cases are being caught and treated earlier than ever.
Experts say a little bug is back and ready to take a bite out of your summer. Sorry about this. We're talking about gnats. The Metropolitan Mosquito Control says there are plenty of biting gnats in the South Metro near rivers and streams in Dakota, Scott and Carver counties. Crews, though, are working to control them. The MMCD would like to hear from you if they are a problem in your area. Then, of course, there are mosquitoes. This season's expected to be worse than most after a significant snowfall and spring showers.
WCCO's Derek James spoke with an entomologist about one of the popular natural ways to keep mosquitoes away.
We've heard the warnings that this is going to be a rough mosquito season in Minnesota, and a lot of people look for natural ways to keep the bugs away. Oftentimes you go to a garden center or nursery and you'll find plants like this one, a lantana, advertising that they repel mosquitoes. But do plants like this really work? We took that question to an entomologist with the University of Minnesota, Vera Krischek, to find out.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Comes in all different cultivars. I buy them too, but
does it help with mosquitoes?
No. Believe it or not, when the EPA registers these, they don't register it for efficacy, so it does not have to work.
At all?
At all. The levels in the plants are not high enough for mosquito abatement to make a mosquito fly away.
So if this little guy isn't going to keep the mosquitoes away, what can you do? First thing is minimize standing water. Even a small amount can be a breeding ground for mosquitoes. The other thing you can do is smoke the mosquitoes out. A fire with a fan blowing that smoke around is probably your best bet. At the University of Minnesota, Derek James, WCCO News.
Yeah, 'tis the season. They're going to be out and about this weekend. Be ready for it. That's the trade-off, though, right? That we think about when we're sitting with snow on the ground like we did into April. Hey, let's get to the air quality. Again, it's not great out there. You can see the air quality alert. It includes pretty much the southern half of Minnesota, all of Wisconsin until 8 o'clock tonight. This is not because of those wildfires in Canada. That smoke is still very elevated, which will make for another beautiful sunset tonight. So the trouble we're having is ground ozone, essentially. Some dirty air has been coming up from the south. When you have sunshine, light winds and fairly dry air, it can bake those pollutants and make that ground ozone, and that's what we're dealing with. It's mainly unhealthy for those in sensitive groups, asthma, COPD. We've talked about this, but for the most part, if you're a normal, healthy person, you'll be okay. But if you have sensitive breathing issues, might want to limit your time outside, at least until evening time. Things do improve as we head into tomorrow. Wow, does it feel like summer out there? 83 here. We had a few towns that hit 90 out to the west today. And take a look to the north, much cooler air. That's because we've got some showers, even a few thunderstorms. Let's take a closer look here. You'll see some passing just north of Detroit Lakes. We've had some more that rolled through the Bemidji area. We even have a few severe thunderstorms that were popping back in North Dakota. This energy has been very limited up in northern Minnesota, basically hanging along this stalled stationary frontal boundary. This is going to sag south, kind of at an angle. You'll be able to see that in a second here, which will bring some shower chances to more of central Minnesota and maybe even the Twin Cities as we head through the night. Watch the line. This is this evening as we head. You'll see it's kind of losing its mojo as we get to sunset. That's pretty common. And we might